All right, so what we're going to create is we're going to create something in Google Sheets using some pixel art. And for example, I have some colors here along with some numbers. So if I wanted to fill this in like this pink color for number 3, all I would do is hit 3 and the enter button. 3, the enter button. Let's say I wanted to switch it to purple, I would hit 2 and the enter button. And then you can move your cursor over here and maybe do 2 and the move over button with the arrow, 2, move over, 2, move over, and so on. So we're going to kind of create this using conditional formatting. So the next section will show you how to prepare your Google Sheet document. So from Google Classroom, you are going to open the assignment called Pixel Art Assignment and work from there. The first thing you're going to want to do is to use this button right here, which is kind of blank, but when you click on it, it highlights everything. I call it the awesome button. Once everything is highlighted, you're going to take your arrow key right between the A and the B, right where the line is, and you're going to click and drag it so that you're making this box kind of like a square, and then everything else follows in like a square. Make sure it's kind of squarish, otherwise your pixel art will look kind of weird. While everything is highlighted, you're going to right click it, and you're going to also insert 26 columns to the left. That's going to give you a bunch of squares to use now for your project. So I told you to find a pixel art piece of work that you wanted to use for this project. So I'm going to use the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. So there is, I'm going to give it some numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe there are only 5 colors that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to assign number 1 black. So I'm going to the B1. B1 is like battleship. I'm going to use this fill color and choose black. For 2, I want 2 to be, let's make it purple. So I'm going to use this fill color and I'm going to make it purple like that. But I really don't like that purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to say custom. I'm going to choose something that's a little bit more purpley, kind of reddish. So I'm going to choose, but not quite pink. So maybe somewhere in this area. And I'm going to choose OK. Then for the third one, I'm going to want pink. So I'm going to just choose the pink that's right there. For the fourth one, let's see, what other colors do I have? I have a yellow, and it's a bright yellow. So I'm going to use yellow right there. And for 5, I need gray, so like a darker gray color. And I'm going to go with something like this. So those are my colors that I'm going to be using. So go ahead and do that now with all the colors you're going to be using. Don't forget, if you want to put like colors in the background, you know, like maybe in the background I want to make, instead of it being clear or white, maybe I want it to be like a green color, like a kind of like a light green color. I can do that too. So go ahead and do that and then come back to the video. So now we're going to set up some rules, which is conditional formatting our pixel art here, which basically is going to say, like, every time I type a 1, it's going to turn black. Every time I type a 2, it's going to turn purple. So what you're going to do is you're going to highlight C1 through the end, AZ, and as many rows as you need. So mine happens to be all the way up to 114, which is not necessary, but you could do it that much. And once that's selected, make sure you're not selecting the colors or you're not selecting the numbers. It has to start at C1 and go all the way to the end and then down. Then you're going to go to Format, and you're going to go to Conditional Formatting. Quickly, you should see, I don't know what this thing is here, so I'm going to throw it in the garbage. I'm going to add another rule, and you should just say have add another rule automatically. And it should say something like C1 through AZ or whatever you chose. Then you're going to say here for Format Cell, if you're going to say is equal to, and then if it's equal to the number 1, which is right here, if it's equal to number 1, turn it black. So in order to turn it black, you're going to choose the text color and make it black. And then you're also going to choose the fill color and make that black, both of them. And then you're going to hit done. Then I'm going to add, it looks like nothing happened, but something is happening in the background. Then I'm going to add another rule. Again, I'm going to say is equal to. Now I'm going to switch over to number 2, is 2. And that's that purple one. So every time I hit 2, this purple, and this is kind of tricky, kind of got to get in there, purple, and then this custom purple that I made needs to be chosen. Notice how like it gets a little temperamental where it's still choosing that green color. So I kind of have to hit the drop down and then move carefully up and then go to that purple and then hit done. Then I'm going to put make another rule for pink. So this again is going to be is equal to, the value is going to now be 3, and I'm going to choose that pink color. So it's this one right here along with this pink color here, and I'm going to say done. And then you're going to go ahead and continue on until you have all of the rules done. Don't click in this area yet until you're all finished. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close this and finish mine. Okay, so once you have all your rules set here on the right hand side, notice that all the colors are exactly as the colors are here. I can click inside of this box, and then I can begin from either split my screen and look at the pixel art that I got from the web, or if you turned it into Classroom and I gave you a printed copy, you can use that. But basically you're going to start your pixel art. You can kind of skip maybe the first row and then start down below. And again, if you need it to be black, I've hit the number 1 and I'm going to hit the arrow moving it over. Maybe that's part of the ear, and then I'm going to come down here and do that and move down, and then kind of do the same thing over here. This time I want to go down. Okay, and then start filling in 2s. And so I'm going to create my pixel art this way and see how it turns out. Once you finish your pixel art, you can turn it in by hitting the turn in button. You could also do a screenshot of it. And I think if you do a Control Shift and the window right above I think on your keyboard it will be the 5. That's kind of a selection. So mine is like this, where you can select some part of it, like your project, and then it'll take a screenshot of that and create an image. So you can do that if you want for your own keepsake or whatever. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will tell you what we are doing next after you all finish. All right, have a great day. Bye.